Oh, here we are back again.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Yeah. And this time we got another special guest, like always.
Right. Hi, Margaux.
Margaux from
Yeah, where are you
Impact
located?
Veganics.
And where are you located, actually?
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Hey, I'm in British Columbia, Canada.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
good to be on.
So last time we talked to you, you were in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Now you're back in the West Coast. What made you come back here?
Yeah, we're back in the West Coast. Well, the obvious reasons. British Columbia is beautiful. The weather's amazing. We have a special heart for BC because we've lived here on and off in Vancouver Island. Right now we're in the Kootenays, Nelson. So we're in love with it. Our entire family's on the East Coast, so we're slowly actually trying to encourage them to be out west too.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet West's best, right?
Yeah, right.
That's what they say.
Seems like.
That's right.
So last time we talked to you about the best deodorant in the world, right?
Right.
But now you guys changed the name to Impact Veganics. So why the name change? Just curiosity.
Yeah, of course, we get that a lot, because it's the people who knew us before. That's for us. I'll just back up a little bit and tell you the best deodorant in the world. We had been doing that for nine years, and it was great. We last year, almost a year and a half ago now, we took it all off, store shelves, and we completely rebranded the product to be more in line with our values. And so it's completely biodegradable. Even the shipping material is there's zero waste, zero plastic in it. And we also added a huge component for us. It was before it was sort of business as usual. We were doing really, really well. I mean, it was global, but it still wasn't fulfilling the activists inside of us. We wanted to, and especially after COVID, something hit that said we want to wake up every single day knowing that we're in some small way, medium-sized way or large way, making some sort of impact in the world, because otherwise why are we in business? Why are we doing anything?
Right.
If the predictions are accurate about the extinction of wild animals, etc., why have a business at all? So we because we wanted to make an impact, that's where the name was born, Impact Veganics, and we're thrilled to be able to offer the donation model that we have as well.
Well, yeah, it's a great name. And how is Impact Veganic changing the world?
Yeah.
Wow, such a huge question. It's like
We got time.
No, I will keep it short, but of course,
Sure.
we all of us, like you're plant-based, and you're plant-based for a reason. Like most of us who find this lifestyle, no, I'm an ethical vegan, and we know that veganism isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle whereby we aim to do as little harm as practically possible to the earth as well. So to me, veganism extends beyond talking about the plight of animals. It also goes to how we need to protect Mother Earth. And so, wow, I mean, companies that are changing the world, I think like Elon Musk's company, I think companies that not only have an incredible product, but are creating awareness as well around the fossil fuel issue, the animal agriculture issue, which is the leading cause of global deforestation and climate change, by the way, which is animal agriculture. And the very reason we decided to focus on that with our campaign partners. So how we're changing the world, we started from very humble beginnings 10 years ago. And what it's evolved to become is something we're so thrilled about, because we're actually able to, we see it now, how much even a company like ours is able to offer so much back to people that are changing the world. We're partnering with people that are actually making a huge impact. And that's where I give credit to those people and physicians and everyone else that's doing it.
Right. Yeah, that's great. So our good friend that we have on the podcast a lot, Kyle Shay. Just curious, how did you meet up with Kyle and get him on board and start such a company?
Yeah.
Kyle is pivotal in my life. He's so amazing. And we started my partner and I, Joshua, were the founders of this company 10 years ago. And when we rebranded, we met Kyle through a mutual friend, Waya, right here in the Kootenays. And it was magic from day one. We actually started doing activism together. We had an incredible core group, a mastermind group of some of the highest, some of the brightest minds in the animal liberation movement. So that's how we met Kyle. Then we told him about what we're changing and we're Impact Veganics and how it's evolving and the relaunch. And it was a natural fit. So we work so well together. He's, I love it because I just want to encourage all companies that are listening, or all maybe, plant-based people, or anyone listening that has a company. The biggest thing for me is learning how to work within our own strengths and not touching anything else. We all have skills to bring. So if we're all working within the strengths that we have, Kyle's strengths, my strengths, Joshua's, etc., then it's smooth sailing. It's a well-oiled machine, and it's way more efficient. So that's what Kyle brought.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he's pretty efficient and he's the go-getter. So glad to see him on you guys' team there.
Yeah.
Is your company a non-profit organization, or how does that work in aspects?
No, it's not. It's a for-profit. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is my opinion on this topic. There's a lot of nonprofits that are doing unbelievable work, and we could start a nonprofit and we might start a foundation. I really believe in supporting what already exists for nonprofits.
Right.
Let's fuel that fire underneath what they're doing instead of starting our own. But ours is a for-profit company that offers donation to nonprofit organizations making the biggest changes in the world.
That's awesome. What organization do you guys contribute to?
Right.
Donate. Just
it
curious.
Goes like 100%, right?
Yeah.
You donate 100% after tax profit. So
we do. At the end of the year, we donate 100% after tax profit. So the company's taken care of, right? It's
right.
It's amazing how it works. And I want to encourage all companies to look at this model too. I mean, I can't think of anyone else doing it. We're sort of pioneering it in a way because I've asked around and anyone else, but I really want in my heart to see humanity change this way, because all company owners and all companies and brands can do this and survive unbelievably well. So
Right.
Everyone's paid. But the way it works too is we partner with, we have our dear friend, I started with Sean Munson because we love what he's doing. Earthlings was pivotal in my life. It's the reason why I actually went plant-based to begin with. And so it only made sense that I would have Sean as our first campaign partner. And it's going so well. So what happens is he has a page. We'll use his company, Nation Earth. And anyone purchasing the product through his page, whether it's one person or 20,000 or 100,000 people, we pledged 100% profits back to Nation Earth, his company.
Wow.
And so our next partner, we can officially say, is Sea Shepherd. Paul, I've known Paul for a while, and also, we're both from St. Andrews, New Brunswick, so it's kind of a cool connection. And so Sea Shepherd is next, and then after that, we have a few other incredible. I love the topic of changing farms. There's a lot of farms out there that are making the switch from chicken, poultry to mushrooms or dairy to hemp or something like that, and those are also the people we want to donate profits to.
Wow, that's wonderful. So how long do you usually donate for? Like, do you have a time span, or like, how do you decide? Okay, next to the next one.
Yeah, there's so many, right? So
we leave them running because we can. So
cool.
Yeah, we were going to do a 30-day campaign, and we still do. What happens is we leave them running, and if those people have anything going on, a campaign of their own, we highlight that to our customers. So, for instance, Sea Shepherd, if they're raising money in a certain part of the world for a certain mission to intercept illegal activity on the ocean, which is so badass, right? Mm-hmm. It's amazing. Yeah. We take hold of the mini campaigns they have going on, and we make sure that our followers, audience, and customers hear about it.
That's great.
So, yeah.
It's really important to know what you support here, not just like the company itself. Like when I want to buy something, I want to know what they stand behind as well, and I love how transparent you guys are about it.
Absolutely. And by the end of the year, we will be taking pictures and checks and make sure that it's ultra transparent to make sure people know what we're donating. And also it's very important that the organization, the nonprofit, gets a lot of recognition, because customers want to support them ongoing as well. It's not just the purchase of this product, but we want to encourage them to support these organizations ongoing. The model of nonprofits, like asking for donations all the time, it's getting a little bit washed out because everyone, people seem to be bombarded with where do I donate? What's going on? All the donations.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
We've kind of turned that model on its head. And this is honestly, I want to say the best. It's been amazing. And people, it's all they have to do is actually make the switch. So if someone has a toothpaste product, for instance, and they use toothpaste anyway every single day, it was making the switch to, like, what would you do if you had a choice between one toothpaste on the shelf that was just the toothpaste, you get it and you're done, or the next one, same price on the shelf, but the profits go to, Damien Mander, for instance, World, Anti-Poaching Foundation, or Sea Shepherd. Which one would we choose, right?
Right.
Totally.
Yeah, so it's good for that, and I think it's the model of the future, and there could be bigger items too, deodorant and all the products that we're developing, but anyone who has a bigger item for sale, that's huge.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So what's some tips you can give business? Say I had a business and I wanted to go in the way of your business model. What are some tips that you maybe had, or like some hurdles that you had to conquer to get it going?
We're still chopping through the jungle.
Yeah, it's still, I guess, an ongoing thing, but yeah.
We literally just started this model, but we ironed out most of the kinks quite fast. So if anyone listening who is a nonprofit that is really liberating animals, we believe animal liberation is our own liberation because of the animal agriculture factor, right? We believe that it liberates the earth, frees up the land regeneratively, and then also liberates humanity. So if anyone has an organization, they want to reach out and talk to us, I'm happy to do that. For other businesses, listening, it's just a matter of the scarcity versus abundance. So how much do we really need to survive and to thrive, right? It's like amazing. We're not, this is not doom and gloom at all, but we're only here a certain amount of years. And do we want to make an impact and help other people, or do we want having a business that keeps it all? So I just think I encourage people to do it. It's easy to do it. And as I said at the beginning, the company's taken care of. We make sure expenses are taken care of, because if the company is not existent, then we couldn't do it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you got to be brave too, but really like believe in your visions and why you're doing this, like with your company too. You guys have a great mission and you believe in what you're doing and you want to change the world, for the better. It's not just about making money, right? That's a side effect in a way.
That's a side effect, and so is the product. To us, the deodorant's just a tool. It's a tool that people use every single day. Making the switch to this product offers, if we figured it out, actually only if 1% of all vegans in the United States alone made the switch just to this one little product, we would donate $4 million this year.
Wow.
So just 1% of vegans, that's that alone. And that's only in the US, not even Canada. So we figured it out because most of our traffic is coming from the US, but that's a huge number. And people don't think they can make a difference, but even the smallest medium-sized business can make a massive, massive difference this way. And yeah, sure, it takes someone to believe in their own company, but I think this is part of the circular economy too. It's an easy one. Deodorant's just the tool, but I want everyone to look at the packaging they're using too. Like, why buy plastic when you can buy and we literally throw it in the garden and it's gone in 90 days or however long it takes to disappear. And then even people need to look at the inks that they're using on their packaging, because some inks are toxic to the ground. We use plant-based healthy inks as well, that when you throw the package out, it's healthy for the ground, for the earth, for the soil.
Right.
That's great.
Yeah, I think that we need to go in that way. Looking at how much plastics we buy every day, it's kind of like discouraging of what is this world doing,
Right.
Why can't we change this a bit? And it's unfortunate that we do convenience over environmental, but eventually it's going to catch up to us. And
exactly. It's hard for some people to make the change because they're so used to it, right?
Yeah.
Like even you mentioning color now that can be toxic, I mean, some people think, well, I recycle, or yeah, it's made of paper, but maybe the ink is toxic still, right? There's so many details we always have to think of, and I feel some people are just too overwhelmed, you know, to even take care of it because their life is already so problematic. And now with COVID, you know, there's like, are you kidding me? You really want me to watch that now too?
Well, they won't let me use my reusable cup at a coffee shop anymore. A lot of places, like that's discouraging for me, because I used to think, oh, that's something I can do, because when I go out, you know, for work, I drink coffee, and I'm tired of getting this big bag of, you know, plastic mixed with paper that they can barely recycle. So I thought I was doing something good, and now I feel like we're back to, you know, where we were, unfortunately.
Yeah, so true. Oh.
Yeah, it really is discouraging. It is, and I just want to add to your point, Julia, when you said it, you know, when you started saying it's discouraging and it's hard. I don't feel it's always up to the consumer's responsibility. Sure, we can vote with our dollars and make sure we don't use the plastic, etc. But we need to hold companies and corporations accountable for what they're providing, because the packaging is available.
You're right.
The packaging is out. And we can no longer stand idly by and just say, sure, okay, that's all that's available. We need to write to them. We need to talk to them and say our world, you know, can't handle it, and we're not buying from you anymore until you change to a biodegradable. Because some cities don't even compost, and they're using compostable packaging. And you know, the plastic is, oh my God, just like animal agriculture. When you drink hot beverage lined in a plastic thing, that's going inside of us. That plastic is going inside our bodies, and it's affecting our hormones and our children going through early puberty, and like it's like a downward spiral, and it's oh man, I can go on about that.
We have a whole podcast about that, plastics and in your food system.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it is. And it's hurting animals. For people who care about the animal issue, the ethical, vegans, plant-based people, we see the pictures. You know, animals are getting caught in the plastic. They're ingesting the plastic. It's crazy how many animals die every single year because of our plastic addiction and habit. So, yeah, it's a big topic.
It is. Yeah, it's not even more expensive to have like in a more environmental packaging, you know. Sometimes I feel people don't know really how much easier it is to go more environmental friendly, you know, because we don't try it. Or even like to go on a vegan diet, right? We think it's so complicated because you even never tried it, or you tried it and said it didn't work for me because you didn't even know how to start in the first place. There's so many reasons. Yeah,
it's so many. It's not easy, and today it's so easy. You know, and lentils, and as you guys say all the time, and you know that lentils and chickpeas, and you know, it's not expensive, and it's easy, and humanity's been doing it since day one. People don't realize that we're anatomically herbivorous, right? So going vegan is like going back to our roots. And you know, not to take us off topic, but I'm reading some fascinating stuff about our Indigenous brothers and sisters right here in Canada, or even in the US. You know, they also did not eat buffalo until the European settlers came, and I had no idea. They didn't. They were vegetarian, vegan, plant-based, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we get that a lot, and it's not the issue. You know, if someone's in the Arctic using the polar bear for every part, you know, of survival, that's not the actual issue. But it is really interesting to know our origin as a species.
Right. I mean, in the northern climates where the indigo, what is it called? The
Inuit?
Yeah, Inuits. Like, they're not even that healthy if you think of it. They're like diabetic usually, you know, so you can tell like the diet is not the best, but that's what they eat to survive. They can't really grow. But then it's like, okay, most of the population doesn't even live in these areas. So do we really have to talk about these extreme situations when you want to try to tell me vegan is not really the best?
Yeah, always an extreme situation for everything.
Yeah, right?
And it throws all the other ones out the window, supposedly, for when people sometimes talk.
It does. Too funny.
We're not to not do it themselves, right? Not take personal responsibility for.
Totally.
Yeah.
I guess that's why we're here for, to educate people that are open to change, you know, and they want to change. It's not really about people that don't want to change, right? We can't force them, and it's okay. because we don't want to be forced, right? But people that want to change, or maybe don't want to change right now, but eventually, you know, it's never too late either, right? Just because someone is close-minded now doesn't mean they're close-minded forever. So
true.
it's great that you have the platform, we have the platform, you know, whenever you're ready, you can have a look at it at least.
That's right. You know, what's really interesting and what inspires me more than anything is what we talked about with systemic change. So for instance, we talked about the biodegradable packaging, how corporations need to be held accountable. Well, it's the same with our food system, with our plant-based. The food system has been a huge mistake. And it's really obvious it's been a mistake in terms of our environment, but also in terms of how many sick people we have in hospitals. So I always say, you know, the hospitals are not full of healthy, thriving, plant-based eaters. They're full of sick, diseased, sad diet, meat and dairy, and animal product eaters, right? It's sad. It's so sad. They've been lied to as well. So when I hear about topics that are changing the food system, for instance, the farms changing at that level, and big dairies, the Elmhurst Dairy Farm in New York, huge dairy that went completely plant-based. That's what inspires me, because it's that huge change, the story, and it's no longer, you know, it's no longer on the individual level. Hey, dude, do you want to, you know, go plant-based, or this is why? But it's saying, look, this farm is going to mushrooms. There's a Barrett farm that we're working with actually in the United States, Jennifer and Rodney Barrett. They have an incredible story. They are, I mean, their generation, imagine the generational, they've been farmers, and they've had cows, and they've killed chickens for years and years and years. And overnight they went vegan, and overnight they said, no, we won't do this anymore. And we're taking we're transitioning to a mushroom farm ASAP. Wow. And that's so brave, so hard to do. So those are the stories we want to highlight. And then consumers will say, oh, wow, you know, there's something there. Why are they doing this? Okay. You know, maybe I'll support mushrooms and take a look at what I'm actually eating, because chickens are, it's actually a corpse, right? Instead of a plant. So anyway, we can talk a long time about this. Yeah. That's what seriously inspires me here, is the change at that level.
Right.
I love stories like that too. It's amazing how people are really.
It really has an impact.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Plug it. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Shane. Good job.
Yeah, good plug. So where can the listeners find Impact Veganics deodorant? And if they want to help out, I don't know if you guys have volunteer or hiring or anything, maybe they can get in contact with you. Where can they do that?
Yeah. We absolutely. We are growing, and we'll be hiring, and we want to we're not going to, you know, put a job post out there that says looking for vegans only to sound this really
fair enough. Yeah.
But so far, every single member of our corporate team and executive team, they're all, you know, ethical vegans, and in fact, they're all activists.
Amazing.
So I'm so thrilled and so proud, and but we'd love, everyone will get every employee in the company will get education on the plant-based diet, because it's so important, because we care about their health.
Exactly.
That's basically, you know, and in a very nice way. So even if we have 100 employees one day, it will be a plant-based culture, and there won't be any animal products at any of our functions, of course, anywhere in sight, and at home, you know, different. But so that's one thing. And so for employees, yes, we will be looking for quite a few soon, but also and volunteers, you mentioned that. I love to call people super fans. So what we do is we actually offer product. You know, we'd love to have people try the product. We do offer product to anyone who loves it. First of all,
we want to try.
I will definitely give you some, gift you some. And also we if they love it, we love the support in return, you know, because it's like an unboxing video that we promote you. So if you get the product and you want to do an unboxing video, showing, you know, just a very quick short one showing people the experience of opening the box, it's all biodegradable, we will post that and promote your business or promote whatever they want. And also we have a ton of amazing people who just know, love, and anyway, we'll start the promotion to that soon. So it's impactveganics.org is the website.
Okay, great.
Actually, no, sorry about that. It's createanimpact.org. Scratch that. Createanimpact.org.
Sounds good.
And the Instagram is Impact Veganics, and so is the Facebook page.
Great.
Awesome.
Are you looking to take any more organizations that you donate to? Like, say I had a sanctuary. Could I come and contact you guys about getting donations, or is it kind of
we have a criteria. We honestly would want everyone to, because our model can support, like, because it's traffic that they bring as well. It's traffic that know about them. It's amazing how it works. So we have an application, like a criteria, and only because, yes, we want to partner with people who, credible, professional. So our image is okay, but also we want to do the best job for them. So we have this, Kyle is an amazing partner in this arena. He's the head of media and partnerships. So that's who you would contact.
Oh, great.
Awesome. Great.
We have like criteria, but sanctuaries are also doing such an incredible job. And so we're looking at a few this year, actually, that we can help. So
that's awesome. Yeah, we'll put all the contacts and stuff in the show notes so people can find you guys and find Kyle and help more and have more of an impact in this world.
Yeah, totally. Right? Thanks for what you're doing and changing the world every day. And helping people to support you guys with the dollars.
Yeah, totally.
They do.
At the end of the day, that's what it needs. The organizations is just a side note. During COVID, exploitation is way up. It's coaching, etc., and donations are way down. That's whether they buy our product or not, to look at organizations they can financially support. I love what you guys are doing.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, likewise. Thanks for being on our show.
I appreciate it so much. You're so welcome.
Awesome. Okay, we'll talk to you
soon. We'll talk later then. Take care.
Bye.